It is a video that made waves across the nation. A man jumping over the bench, tackling a judge to the ground.
Well, now Deobra Redden's trial is in full swing. 8 News Now investigator Kyle Payne in court today, breaking down the opening statements for us tonight.
Was this jump the beginning of an attempt to kill a judge in her own courtroom? The prosecution and defense have very different takes on that question.
That is going to be the big question that you guys are going to have to deal with at closing. Did he have the intent to go ahead and kill?
Deobra Redden's defense attorney, Carl Arnold, during opening statements Wednesday, telling the Clark County jury that'll decide this case that in the 3.7 seconds it took for Redden to vault over Judge Mary Kay Holthus's bench and take her to the ground, that he didn't and couldn't have tried to kill her when he flew at Judge Holthus back in January and didn't hurt her enough to take her life.
No one asked Mr. Redden, did you take your medication today?
Arnold arguing that Redden had been off his meds for 2 months before the hearing, and the 3-time felon was committed to a mental hospital before that.
I tried to kill a judge today. Those were the defendant's words mere hours after he violently attacked Judge Mary Kay Holthus.
Prosecutor Elizabeth Mercer telling the jury Redden admitted to trying to kill Judge Holthus and knew exactly what he was doing, saying he heard this marshal's handcuffs clanging and wasn't interested in going back to prison, which is exactly where the judge was going to send him. Then, she says, Redden took matters into his own hands.
She was terrified. She knew that she was no match for his physical strength. So, she hid. She hid as far away from Mr. Redden as she possibly could.
Judge Holthus takes the stand tomorrow. It will be the first time we've ever heard from her other than in a grand jury transcript. And we'll likely hear from that clerk who stepped in to save her. Reporting the studio, I'm Kyle Payne, 8 News Now.
Redden is currently serving time on the charge that Judge Holthus was actually sentencing him for when this all happened. Now, in addition to attempted murder, Redden's also looking at an additional 1 to possibly 20 years in prison because Holthus is over 60 years old.